Good
Just
morning.
like look at each other,
I know.
and go.
Chris
Hi.
Pratt. See, like Sadie yells at us for the thumbnail. You guys probably didn't notice. I started a lot of these episodes with Sadie was yelling at me. To be fair,
She doesn't yell at me. What does that say?
listen, I know my place. I am the good chaos. There's that thing. Anyways, to finish a single thought this morning, Sadie got mad at me because we always had to take pictures of the thumbnail, and last time this is what my thumbnail picture looked like, and she didn't put it in there. It was literally like this, and I held the mic and we were talking. And she was like, "Couldn't please."
Like a little squirrel.
Don't truly. And she was like, "I am a little nutty." And she was like, "Well, somebody please take a thumbnail picture, but make sure Olivia's sitting down." And I said, "Absolutely not." My exact response was,
I can't do that, or I'd say let's both do it.
"There is a table."
I'll just lay down on the table.
Good morning, Rachel.
Hi.
So, anyways, before all this chaos started.
Ooh, number 1. Look at Rachel go.
Queen Bee.
Yeah.
Before we get started, Clayton and I were talking about, actually me, Clayton, and our good friend, producer in the studio, Mr. Alex, we're all talking about the release of Stranger Things. And I would love to know, it is 10 o'clock, we will get started, but before we do, what's everybody doing with their Stranger Things? Are you watching it? Are you not? My husband could not care less. Like, I hear it, like, a lot of controversy of, like, season 1 was amazing, season 2 is really good, and they think it's just, like, gone downhill.
I mean, like, that's the, like, super unpopular take of, like, any show that's gone on for, like, more than 3 seasons.
So fair.
It's just
so
like,
fair.
oh, it got so much worse. It's like, well, yeah, it was really good when you had no idea what was going on and everything was like, oh my God, this is crazy.
Yeah,
like,
now that
The
they
Walking
have to,
Dead.
like,
I mean, granted, like, it's horrible now.
Yeah.
But
is it still going on?
I probably, who knows?
That's literally
no one pays
like,
attention
what's that
anymore.
nurse show? I'm looking at Alex Akiva.
Grey's Anatomy.
Grey's Anatomy is still going on, isn't it?
It is. The
So
last
The
time I
Walking
watched
Dead
it,
is still going on.
Probably. I don't know. But, like, that's
Somebody
like the take
research
is,
it.
like, after 3 seasons, everyone's like, oh, the show used to be good, but now it's not good anymore.
Name a show that wasn't that way. I'll start. Friends wasn't that way. Schitt's Creek
Larry
wasn't
David.
that way.
Curb Your Enthusiasm.
No, that's show is terrible. We don't have the time to talk about
Always
my anger.
Sunny.
Always Sunny. Always Sunny did kind of get a little.
Oh my
They
God,
had
you're
some
so
seasons.
boring.
They had some seasons where it wasn't great.
Say you're not a true fan without saying you're not a true fan.
I like good content, and I'm not loyal to a brand.
I like horrible content, so
This is
everything's
also
good for
true.
me.
Speaking of horrible content, welcome to the Medicare Cafe. Welcome again. I do want to hear everybody's thoughts and feelings on the Stranger Things. We did. Ooh, and also my nails.
Oh, nice. Aubrey got her nails done for the first time.
They don't look this good.
They look better. Anyway.
Sorry, I'm coming at your child.
4-year-old.
Also,
Okay.
happy late birthday.
Happy late birthday to you.
Thank you. Clayton and I share the same birthday. He's
And-
way older than me.
And a year older.
Way older.
Yeah. I'm basically 40 in her eyes now, so
True. My husband's older than that, so she was a little higher.
I'm not older than your husband.
No, I'm just saying, if I'm 40 in your eyes, you got to be at least like.
I don't like what you're doing.
Me neither.
Anyway.
Anyways, so today on Medicare Cafe, this is the last What's Brewing series. So we talk about What's Brewing. What's Brewing is a shortened version. It ends up not being shortened at all because of the chaos that you're seeing, but ends up being a shortened version of what's going on. Just kind of focus on giving you updates and giving you like what's going on in the industry. What should you keep an eye on? And every single week, I'm always like, man, there's not a whole lot probably to talk about. And then I put it on paper. I'm like, oh my gosh, everything changes every single day. You'll notice Carrie isn't here this morning. Carrie was going to be on today, but believe it or not, it's the last week of AEP.
I'm shocked.
Shocker, she's
busy.
a little busy. So she said, like, I will be there if you need me to. And I said, I need you more than I need air, but I also have a Clayton, so don't worry about it.
Fine.
Very wintry. Thank you. Kendra's also my go-to nail person. She always like is really focused on like she has like the best nails always. So what we're talking about today, the agenda. No, you cannot comment. The agenda on today. We're going to talk about Final Rule. That has come out. There are some updates, and it is the best Final Rule we've had since 2018. Like, really, really cool stuff is going on. Really agent-friendly updates to the Final Rule. So I'm going to give you guys those updates. About damn time.
Did we just get trademarked and book like ruined?
Are we going to have to? Are we getting demonetized? Just kidding. Never made $1 off of the show. And then we're going to talk about ways to kind of extend your AEP. We have 5 days left. However, if you're like a majority of people out there facing the 2.5 million SARs or individuals having SARs, then you probably like, man, I need more time. Kind of like our good friend Carrie saying, I can't be there today because I need more time. And girl, if you would have been here today, I would have helped you with that. And then we're going to talk about more Stranger Things because I do have questions.
We'll circle back.
Any thoughts?
No.
Okay, so we're going to start.
Never had one thought.
Not a thought behind those eyes. No? Okay. So starting off with, I have some updates about this final rule. Now, we're not the first to report on final rules. I have a lot of friends in this industry. I do have a lot of friends, believe it or not. They're all here in this room. But friends in this industry that are telling us like kind of their interpretations, their reading of it. Now, I want to be clear, so I have some of their stuff. Of course, we have our very own Chalon Jackson, who is like one of the most famous people, the Chalon Jackson, and he's actually done an initial run through of it, but after winter break, because this is what he does for fun, is going to give a much more detailed. We'll have him on the show in January to kind of go into like a full deep dive of like what this is actually meaning, but we have some like quick touch points on this for right now.
Okay, so I imagine Chalon reading it on a bearskin rug that he shot and trapped, and by the fireplace he's reading the final rule, just drinking hot cocoa.
Okay, didn't know. I'm like, HR will probably watch this, so simmer down.
I'll tell you the rest later.
Okay. Final rule updates. All right, here we go. Number 1, and you don't know any of these.
No,
I'll get like an honest reaction.
Yeah.
Number 1, eliminating the 48-hour rule. Oh yes, getting rid of that 48 hours. So there is still going to be an SOA. The SOA will need to be signed before you discuss details or benefits of an MAPD or PDP plan. But there's and starting in January, you still have to have it now. But starting in January.
It's the final rule for.
Hold on. Wait. When's the 4-day right now? Okay, sorry. SOA rules right now because the way it works, you get to waive the 48-hour rule in the last 4 days.
Yeah, we're not there yet.
So is that tomorrow?
Tomorrow.
The 3rd, the 4th, the 5th, the 6th. No, it's the 4th.
The 4th be with you.
The 4th be with you. 4th, 5th, 6th, 7th. Okay, so December 4th, if you're using AEP, you can waive the SOA 48-hour rule. That starts December 4th. And January 1, 2026, you're not going to need that. 48-hour rule, gone.
That's dope. Okay, like that.
Let's talk about another cool thing that I'm really excited about this is the call recording for sales appointments. You still have to do the call recording, but you're storing those call recordings for 6 years, not 10 years. Right now, anything that's a sales or marketing call, not service, must be recorded. 6 years, no longer 10. So like that's cool. I don't really know what that
storage
saves on storage.
I don't see it being a huge benefit, but like, thank you.
Step in the right direction.
Yeah.
One of these days, which leads me to my next point, might not be happening, at least on the field agent side. Next one is they are kind of the TPMO, which is basically third-party marketing organization, right? They're talking about agents. There's been so much discussion. NABIP and a lot of organizations for years have been talking about how a field agent is different from a call center agent, and they're like, according to the contracts, they're the same. Yeah. Now, and I don't know the specifics of it, this is a post-Chalon bearskin rug in January. They are having some clarification between a call center and a field agent. So there will be some clarification on what constitutes a call center, what do their rules entail, versus a field agent, what does their rules entail.
I think I remember you talking about this when these like first like the heavy changes came out of like they have to learn what the difference is. Sounds like they're finally learning what the difference is.
If we had more staff time dedicated to Medicare Cafe, which would make no sense, but if we did, I would go back and insert in this moment when Olivia was giving her predictions back in 2019 saying, guys, this is temporary. They're going to roll some of these back. These rules that you're seeing, the 48-hour rule, like some of these call recording things, like this isn't forever. We just got to weather the storm.
Yeah.
They've overcorrected. We'll see it come back. It happens all the time. It took a little bit of time. It took about 7 years.
It's fine.
But I'm right. I was right. It took some time, but I was right. Always early, never wrong, says Alex, and I have to agree. So, yeah, so this was, I don't remember what you said, but it was along the rules of lines.
You were right.
Correct. Say less.
You were right. Conspiracy theorists were wrong.
So, I'm going to take that soundbite because Clayton's the #1 conspiracy theorist. He thinks birds aren't real.
They're
Anyway,
not. Drones.
so
Anyway.
another really cool, very agent-friendly update that I have is they are opening up. Now, Shaylin did want me to be very specific. The words that I used is there's a new special election period. Shaylin says, girls, that's wrong. And I said, I'm
La, la,
not
la.
wrong. I'm just early.
Yeah.
I said, so what it is, it's technically an election period that has had little to no guidance and hasn't been an agent using one.
Okay.
And that is a massive change, or what constitutes a change in a person's benefits via providers. So as we've said for forever, if a provider leaves if a provider leads a network mid-year,
Bogus.
there's nothing you can do. In 2026, provider leads a network in the same year, and that provider is assigned as their primary care provider. They have that provider as their PCP. They get an agent, SCP, so an agent gets the opportunity to open plans. I know, that one's a big one.
Awesome. Okay.
That's a huge one. That was a huge reason why not to be.
For clients.
That's a huge win for clients and agents, because again, like, clients could technically do that today, but it wasn't very often used.
Huge pain in the butt.
Because it was like, you have, like, what was the burden of proof of, like, this is a major disruption to my coverage? Like, it was there wasn't like any standardization about what that meant. It kind of depended on what your local CMS office was saying. This is basically standardizing it, saying that no, this is if your PCP that you have listed is leaving the network, you now have an SEP and an agent can assist you with the SEP. So that one's huge. I should have saved that one for last. Dang.
No, that's a really cool update. I feel like that will be a huge thing for both. I mean, something like, I work with agents, but like my brain always goes to the end result, the client, of like the why we're all doing all of this stuff. Right. And it's like, dang, that's going to be super helpful for people. And then I'm like,
it makes an MA plan less scary.
Yeah, it's like, oh dang, that agent can rewrite people a lot easier. Or like, hey, have like marketing ideas, like, hey, having issues with your provider.
Literally. So I'm curious of how marketing's going to work with that. I'm wondering if it's going to be same rules. You're right, absolutely right. Next.
Don't think about it.
Like, if they're gonna put marketing guidelines to it too, or like they do with OEP, like you can't advertise it. But like, you're absolutely right.
Inform your clients about it.
You can inform people.
That's always my favorite workaround.
It's inform. You're not advertising it.
I'm just telling you, like, hey, if you have any issues with this, let me know. I can talk to you about it. We can.
Something we're going to have to more Van Chalen stories. No, Brian.
I've got some.
Needed that. So that one is a huge one, really exciting.
Big win.
Helps, and it helps alleviate fears of going into an MA plan. That was a huge fear of people, and it helps agents be able to be more confident. Especially like this year, we saw so many provider disruptions this year, and that was such, like, we're like, oh, EP is going to be insane.
Yeah.
This helps.
It's like, not only like just because everyone's been talking networks.
Nope. Let's try again.
Nope.
Okay.
We're gonna power through.
Okay.
And now having just like that extra layer of protection, because I mean, we were telling people left and right, like, if you're enrolling somebody in a plan that they say, oh, the network, like, we'll probably get that contract taken care of. Just go.
We'll see.
And we were like, just proceed like it is not gonna happen, because you don't want somebody to be left out. Now,
would you look at that?
You have a little wiggle room.
Would you look at that?
Look at that.
Couple more things to bring up. One that couple of things that are event based, which is really exciting. Remember how they went really hard, like, and basically took the purpose of educational events. There's no reason to do one anymore. You can now collect scope of appointments at educational events. They brought that back.
Okay.
And you can now, they waive that 12-hour waiting period between educational events and sales events. So you can now have a sales event following an educational event.
Okay. So that's one that I guess I didn't have too much experience with when I became like a marketer. Like, that people actually went and did both.
Well, it was like, and here is the reason why you would do both, is because when you're doing advertising an educational event versus advertising a sales event, when you're advertising a sales event, you have to advertise, like, I'm talking about this plan and I'm doing this. So the audience that you're drawing is much lower, because they understand that they're going to go learn about a product and learn about a plan. Versus an audience at an educational event, which is learn about Medicare, learn how Medicare Advantage works with your coverage. Like, it's learning. People don't want to be sold to, but they do like to be educated. So this now allows people to draw an audience of the educational event, but then still have a strong call to action or actually be able to get sales out of an
Okay.
educational.
Yeah,
You
yeah,
draw
yeah.
the crowd with the educational, and then you whoop, whop, and get them into a sales event.
And I guess like if you've got like a local senior center or somebody that's letting you set up shop and do one of those things, like you could probably get a few hours scheduled away. So
Yeah.
what'd you just do?
This was itching me.
What is that?
It's a button. It's one of these, but it was on the inside of my shirt.
Oh, yeah. I was like, why did you just rip your button off your shirt?
It was the extra one. I think my grandma would tell me that I was supposed to take this off before I've worn this shirt. I've worn this shirt now. This is a shirt that's a couple years old.
Yeah. How are you supposed to know where you're going
That's
to
for the
wear
best
button
place for it. Now it was just itchy.
Ooh, little pocket.
Didn't mean to make
Do you have a
this
little pocket?
my pocket. I have lots of little pockets.
No, like the pocket within the pocket?
No, I don't have the pocket within the pocket. Anyways, what a
Get better
what an
pants.
obscene question. A couple more things. Nope, just one more thing.
Wait, okay. I wasn't done with my question.
Figure it out, my guy.
Okay, so educational straight into sales. They can market different, and I think the big thing that we just like skated over really fast was scope appointments.
Yeah.
Because that
You can collect. No, you're right. You're right, my guy.
Mhm.
Yes, collect scope appointments at EDU events.
Yeah, so that's super dope.
Huge.
Like that's going to be a big thing because I think when I'm talking to newer agents to events, really, it's well, like what's the what am I doing?
Why would I do it?
I'm doing all this work for
And
hope.
Zero call
Yeah.
to action. You cannot have a call to action in 2025.
Collecting a
education
scope is going to be just a huge step forward for a lot of these people that have been dabbling back and forth of like, should I do this? Or like, is it worth it? Like they might be doing educational events last few years. It's like, okay, now you've set the groundwork for been doing this. It's been having some success. Adding the scope of appointment, I think, will definitely bring in a lot more applications post.
100%. You get an actual call to action, and you get a reason to call them.
Yep.
Like before, it was like you could collect permission to contacts at these, and that has no grounds. Like they're kind of not useless, but like, okay, a scope of appointment is like I am going to have an appointment with you.
Yeah.
Quite literally, the scope of the appointment.
Yeah. Like what we're gonna be talking about.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Okay.
Dope.
The
Love
last
it.
one is a big one, but it's not as big as like 48 hour. I kind of anticlimactic, but it is what it is. Decisions were made. The two things with the disclaimer, two major changes with the disclaimer and appointments. Number one, it does not have to be said within the first minute of the phone call.
Okay.
The disclaimer just has to be said before you start talking about benefits, but not the first minute of that phone call or not the first minute of the
Okay.
sales appointment.
That makes it a lot less awkward.
A lot less awkward, right? Two, that SHIP part, SHIP, that says like you can actually go to a SHIP specialist and they'll help you with this, that's getting taken out.
Nice.
So
Just like because that was like pointing to
I was literally
the direction
saying-
to like or like don't even use me. Go talk to them.
Yes, exactly. So the SHIP language is being removed, and it doesn't have to be said within the first 1 minute of the appointment.
I think that was like the most annoying part for a lot of agents was like I gotta say hello and then like, hey, super quick, I'm sorry to interrupt you. I know like you want to talk to me because you called me, but I'm gonna have to read this thing off to you in here and go. Anyway, how are you
It was
doing?
Like you were there.
Yeah.
I love it.
Yeah.
No, it. I will say with this, this is really positive news for our industry and being an agent in our industry because it is very client helpful, like very client centered, but this really put the emphasis on pro agent.
Making more active choices to help the agent.
I think that's a great way of wording it. That like in the past it was here's these changes. We really don't know how it's going to affect the agent. We don't care. These seemed like very conscious. We're trying to conscious. Yeah. We're trying to help the agent do their job better. And it seems like this was really forward.
Yeah, like let's help the agent do their job better because then we know the end result clients get taken better care of.
And that's the first time we've heard that positive language since probably 2018. I think 2018 is when they reintroduced the scope of appointments, if I'm remembering that correctly.
They were here when I started.
No, sorry, not scope of appointments. The 48-hour rule.
Okay, yeah.
Maybe that was 2021.
It would have. I was already here. Then they switched it, so it would have been 2020 or 2021.
So probably 2021, because again, like the reason why all these rules came about. That's right. The reason why all these rules came about was because during COVID, the complaints to Medicare went up like
Through the roof,
triple.
yeah.
And things had to change, and they changed them, but they didn't change them in the way that they should have. And we're starting to see some correction of that. So that's really positive.
That's good. I mean, there's been so much like worry. I was gonna say negativity around our industry, but worry would be a better word.
Concern, uncertainty.
Yeah, and it's like this is a good step in the right direction to feel better about what everybody's doing as their career. Of like, okay, so they're not just out to get me all the time.
Yeah, I mean, there was a lot of concern of like, are agents gonna be a part of the picture? And I mean, for good reason. They were going to eliminate all override commissions, anything above fair market value. So a lot of people said, oh, they were taking the FMO out. No, my good friends, they're taking out agencies. If you had downline agents, you were no longer going to receive an override on those downline agents. You don't anymore. So like they were taking away agencies. They were taking away like, again, a lot of the tools and resources that we use to fairly compare these plans. They were I mean, there was a lot on the chopping block. And to go from that in 2021 to where we're at today, it's a pretty significant swing. It's cool to see.
That's awesome. That's really cool.
Yeah.
I like that a lot.
I
like learning like these like positive things because I'm a positive guy. And like I try to spin all of these super negative things the last few years. I'm like, there's something in there. We're gonna weed out the bad, and here it is. Like, okay.
Well, we did, and it worked. But a lot of people left the space that didn't need to be in the space. The industry maybe became a little less sexy for like those new people coming in and like those people who Medicare is not a get rich quick scheme. Like, and I think that's the way it was being painted, was that Medicare is this get rich quick. People don't care about you, make a ton of money. Medicare is like its core. You can make so much money selling Medicare and helping seniors. You can make a tremendous amount of money doing this in 3 to 5 to 10 years. Like it is the opposite. It's get rich slow. Medicare
so I've heard that since I've got like
the Medicare industry is a get rich slow. You will make a lot of money and help a lot of people and live the life that you want to live. But these people who are like, you make $100,000 your first year, absolutely not. That's not a thing that you're going to do. Absolutely not.
Oh, yes,
this
I did.
Bring in Sezzy.
Bring it back.
It is 10:20. I always promise these episodes are going to be really fast, and they never are. Shout out to Sadie. Ways to extend your AEP. Well, I just want 3-4 bullet points. How do you extend your AEP?
Bullet point 1, service area reductions. We just talked about 2 point whatever million. 2.6. It's a lot. It's a lot more than a couple.
More than last year.
And last year was record breaking and crazy. And then I heard Chaylin talking about it the other day of all the increases of people going to original Medicare. And it probably wasn't by choice. Like that's not the smartest move a lot of times.
We talk about our friends in Minnesota. A lot of people
Minnesota.
In Minnesota.
Oh,
they don't have
Sean
a
is
lot.
in
Minnesota. Sean from Minnesota. They don't have a single MA plan available.
Yeah.
Like a lot of counties in Minnesota.
Service area reductions. Look at how you can get people over to a Medicare supplement for those folks in Minnesota. And your accent's way better than mine. Mine's so fake. I don't even know what's happening.
Yes, mine's so real.
Like Finnish or something.
I don't know. I'm a Finnish plumber. Always Sunny shout out. There we go. No. We just got demonetized again. So service area reductions. Look at how you can move those people around to either different MA plans or get them over to a Medicare supplement. Shout out, quick reminder that you can still underwrite those folks going from a service area reduction onto a Medicare supplement. Just have to be a non-guaranteed issue plan. So like whatever the MAC rule follows. Plan in. High deductible plans. Put them on a high deductible plan. Look at like a hospital indemnity plan or a cancer insurance plan while you're saving them some money on their Medicare supplement stuff. So, service area reduction. Boom.
Have either of you ever heard of a Minnesota accent asking for a friend who's
I clearly have. That one got worse. I got Irish or something.
You sound
Number two.
Who's that person from? Where is Frozen people from? Big summer blowout. That's what you sound like. Polish. Are they Polish? Norwegian. Anyways, yoo-hoo. Point number 2.
Love that guy. Point number 2. We're looking.
Big sales ever blowout?
Number 2 is cross-selling. I mentioned it there at the end, but this is a way to circle back to some of those clients that you didn't really talk to about, express some interest, or just to make sure that in this time where you have more time now, that you're still making sales. There's opportunities with hospital indemnity left and right. I believe there's still a little bit of time on some bonuses the carriers have out there.
Until December 31st.
Yup.
Yeah, there's a lot of trips and bonuses to get on for sure.
Get it. And then number 3 was leaving my brain.
Honestly, prep for OEPs.
OEP, yeah. So it's not even like necessarily extending your AEP, but a lot of the agents that we're working with now are looking at AEP and OEP as kind of one big old thing because of how many service area reductions have been.
There's gonna be crazy OEP movement this year. There's gonna be crazy OEP movement this year. They expected that last year. The people with the big brain said this is going to happen, and then it did. And this year again, they're saying, hey, OEP is going to be wild in. So
yeah, and think about like all your clients that get those horrible phone calls that say, yeah, we're just checking your benefits, and then enrolled in something they have no idea. Checking your benefits out now.
I was going to say, now he can't stop.
I can't shake it.
Checking your benefits? Nope.
Now I've ruined yours.
It's getting way worse.
Anywho-zy. Yeah, who knows?
I think we're gonna get canceled.
I think so. Somebody from Minnesota is gonna be.
Someone's offended by our accents. Are you saying there's no one in Minnesota? That's true too.
No one that has that. So it doesn't even matter. So yeah, just looking at the AEP plus OEP being kind of one big old thing, especially if you're like in the D-SNP market, because a lot of the times people are using AEP to enroll their new to them clients and looking at OEP as ones to make changes on. Because with the D-SNP stuff, if you don't have enough time to see all those people, you still got OEP to move them before we go into the new rules of the D-SNP side of the market. So just something to keep in mind. Other than that, the best way to extend your AEP is just to have fun. I don't know.
Nope. We almost landed the plane. Almost landed the plane, and you just bailed. Literally. I would say the biggest thing is don't stop your marketing. Like the marketing right now is so easy to just like rest and take a break. Like try to do some stuff that's automated. Try to do some stuff because I do think you need to take some time to recharge, knowing that OEP is going to be intense as well. But just like you cannot stop your marketing. You cannot like do some events between now and the end of the year. Really try to, even if you're not spending your time being in front of clients, spend your time planning, set your 2026 goals, set your 2026 budgets, understand like you're about to get a big paycheck in January and throughout January, even sometimes in February, understanding like planning, what are you going to do with that? Like this is a really good time for planning, and you can't really execute without a plan. So really good opportunity for that.
Yeah, there we go.
That seriousness hurt. Okay.
So Stranger Things.
Okay, yeah. So if you guys have any questions, comments, concerns, sets of promises, put them in the chat. Of course, that is my real phone number. You can call me at any time or text me. I always try to get back to everybody at least within 24 hours, but I still do get messages of people texting that, not understanding, like, no, that is my cell phone number. So you please talk to me. I am so lonely. And I have a challenge for all of our viewers, and Alex, if I can make a request to turn this into a short, I'd be the happiest. What I want to do, we're going to play throughout the rest of the season, throughout the rest of the holiday season, just to have some fun, keep it light. I want to continue. There's a game that we play in the cafe called Yuck or Yum, and it's like we have basically compete against do we like it or do we not. Usually it's about marketing techniques, sales techniques, things like that. I want to play Yuck or Yum Holiday Tradition Edition. And I want to talk about, I want you guys to write in, either email or text me, whatever the case may be. My email address is olivia.richardson@smsteam.net. Email or text me a holiday tradition that you have with your family. If you're okay with us playing Yuck or Yum with it. If it's something that's really close to your heart and so sentimental, and if something says something bad about it, you would absolutely die. Don't tell me that. Don't send those to me. I will use it against you. But if you have any fun or goofy holiday traditions, please let me know about it. And then with myself and our guests throughout the Medicare Cafe throughout December, we're going to play Yuck or Yum holiday tradition. And I would love to talk about your holiday tradition, and we can talk about if we like it or if you are maybe a little out there, if you and your family are a little bizarre. Don't stop doing it, but you should know if it's weird or not. We'll let you know.
Okay, I love that.
Awesome. 2 minutes left. Stranger Things. I haven't had anybody tell me about their thoughts on Stranger Things.
Are you going to match your clothes?
Are you going to match your clothes with your coffee mug going forward?
You almost do.
It blends in.
So in real life,
In real life, we are not at all the same color. It is not at all
pretty
the
close.
same color. This is a navy blue. This is a
Scoot it
forest
forward.
green.
I think it was. Yeah, I think the further away. Yeah, just get it out of the screen. Actually.
Thank you. Love that. Okay, guys. I don't have anything else. Do you have anything else for the peoples?
Watch Stranger Things from the
I need-
beginning.
Yeah, you're
obviously
you're
the best way
watching
to do
it
it.
from like episode 1, season 1.
Yeah, do you remember what happened in episode 4?
No, but I also
Nobody
don't
does.
have the time.
Yeah, yeah.
I don't have the time for that. I'm watching the like season before this latest.
I'm also not on social media stuff, so like spoiler alerts,
That's not-
I can just like smack you and run away if you try to tell me something about it.
Now, like Pakistan. Controversial opinion. I love spoilers. Like I want somebody to watch it before me.
This was so annoying.
I know. I want someone to watch it before me and tell me who's gonna die, who's gonna live, who's the hero, like what happens. I have to because like my anxiety could never. To watch a show just as a purist, absolutely not.
Yeah.
There's like
I have to
trivia
know.
Website. It's like you can check. It's like if an
Oh,
animal
does
died
that
in
dog
this
die?
movie, or like is there clowns in this movie? Yeah, does the dog
There's
die?
a trigger
So
website.
you can check to see like
Alex is informing us. I just realized you guys can't hear. Alex is informing us that there is a website you can go
He needs a
to.
mic.
does the dog die?
He needs a
He
mic.
needs a mic.
I've been saying this now forever, at least 2 episodes.
Okay, I'll try to figure it out this week.
Alex is gonna get a mic this week. But yeah, so Alex is talking about there's a trigger website. I'm gonna use that because like if there's
you're
a
like afraid of clowns or you don't want to watch a movie where it's like there's car crashes or something, you can check it and it's like, yep, this movie has that. You can be like,
No.
Or-
I love that.
out of all of that, the last thing we got was
No.
Okay, guys, we are done for the day. I appreciate you guys for hanging out with us and playing along. You guys are the best. Thank you for, again, this is a time to be thankful. We should have done this last week, but I wasn't thankful last week. I was tired. This week, I'm hyper. So thank you guys so much for tuning in, for watching the show. We have such a good time, and the audience is growing, and that's because of you guys. Share this if you guys got some good updates from about the final ruling or just some chaos in general. I'm just laughing about like this being useful. The idea that this was useful.
Had some good stuff.
If it was, though, share this episode, share it with your other agent friends, or make your kids watch it as a punishment. I don't know. As long as our views go up, I'm happy. Thank you guys so much. Until next time, have fun
Make money
and give impeccable service. Thanks, y'all.
Bye.